Where are the... There it is, potion stands. Let's go for now. Hi, Charlie. Hold on. Oh my god, my throat is so dry. 1 second, let me grab a water. Let me grab a water. 1 second, my throat is so dry. I'm good. I'm grabbing a water. Hold on. Okay, hello. How are you? I'm good. I'm working on all the other parts of my city right now. Just kind of having a chill stream, not forcing myself to talk. It's just like, if I'm going to do nothing but game, then I might as well be getting all this stuff done. It's like this little stonecutter guild. Make these stairs out of more pale oak. I'm making the theme of this one to kind of work with pale oak. I'm going to try and work with some other blocks too, but I'm going to use pale oak whenever I feel like it should be good. What building is this? I'll show you the outside in a second. And hopefully that doesn't block your way down. It does. Okay, well. I guess we'll just have to deal with it like that then. Am I busy tonight? No, not really. I could be working, but I just kind of decided I'll chill tonight. That's what building this is. It's not a very big one. I'm working on all the small buildings, because while I've been working on all the very monumental buildings, a lot of the small ones are just frames right now. So this whole village has kind of just been a bunch of frames. So I'm finishing off this place. Would you want to call? Yeah, I can call right now if you want. See how I want to do this. Fair warning, I've been drinking. Okay, thank you for the warning. What you say? I say that thank you for the warning. You're welcome. Yeah. I love villagers. Me too. I love how they hang out. I love how they make the world feel alive. Can't wait for the next villager update. What up, big dog? Hi! I'm working on my Minecraft city. Just hanging out. I'm not forcing myself to talk so much. OMG, a celebrity? I know, right? It's like one of the main characters showed up. But yeah, I've been very quiet this stream. Because mostly I've been like just spending a lot of my days working on the city, which has been getting fucking massive. The last time we had a stream, it was not this big. It's gotten massive since then, but yeah, I've been choosing not to force myself to talk just so that I'm streaming at all. Yeah, this shit is looking beautiful. Dude, it's gotten so big that I've started to like go to some of the outskirts. I've started finding cities that I forgot I built because this world is like 5+ years old. So there's a lot of times where I've made like here, I'll even go show you. It's not too far away. It's like a little trip. I found it just today because I went to a little town I did remember, Monolith Springs, I call it. I'll show you a couple cities on the way. The first kind of unknown city that was never really unknown is this guy over here. I started it a long time before I decided where I wanted the lore of the world to go. And it doesn't mesh with the vibe anymore, so I kind of don't know what I want to do with it. I'm sure I'll figure it out because Ma Bantu over there didn't fit with the world vibe either, but I've kind of found a way I want to incorporate it. I have no idea how I want to incorporate this one. I built it a long time ago when I kind of thought the world was like in a 17th to 18th century like tech level. And now I kind of don't know what to do to it. It's almost like very kind of like European settler looking. And I've always kind of known about that but not known what to do with it. Also, thank you. Well, thank you. We'll figure it out. Also, Smirnoff? Wow. It is super different. And then kind of recently, like during 2025 is a lot when a lot of things happened, including over here. This little city. Also, I just love seeing the city in the distance. It's very foggy now, and now with the day, I can't even see it at all anymore. My distance is a little lower than usual. Just reset. No, not 256. That's way too big. 156. Excuse me. But yeah, I've got this little like cobblestone monastery, and the lore of them is that they're immigrants from the big city who are scared of the warden because the other culture digs real deep. So their monasteries are made of cobblestone to say like, "Oh, hey, don't go too deep. There's wardens down there." And I came to visit this little city because I decided that I want to. Oh, that stutter there! Oh my god, I decided that I want to expand this guy, but then I like saw something create the first 13 colonies. Maybe I'll like do something to their equivalent. But anyways, I saw something in the distance over here. You can't tell because my render distance is restarting, but my render distance saw something in the far off distance here. Something that I like didn't recognize. It was like a big brick box because I haven't had the Distant Horizons mod for very long. I also just like downloaded this mod in 2025. So now when I went over here, I discovered that there was a city I completely forgot that I had built. Taking a little while. It would be helpful if you could like see it in the distance like I was able to, but we're gonna get to it. There it is, there it is. Yeah, this little fucking thing. I'm okay, I just ate a chicken sandwich. Also, I'm freezing my ass off right now. Get into a warm bath. Anyways, I have no idea what's up with this little city. I have no idea what I intended its culture to be. I'm certain that it's supposed to be related to the 18th century vibe I wanted before. It's got like a lot of weird glass things. I was trying to make it like brick and wood, almost like it was like built from that. And this city is years old. I fuck with that lighthouse. Yeah, it's not bad, honestly. It's got its own kind of cool vibe. Oh, I see it's a little decorated inside. I didn't even look at this the last time. Where's the entrance? Oh, mangrove? Okay. Okay, not too decorated. But it's interesting. And I forgot I completely built this. I just discovered this, like, today. I have no idea how I'm going to work this into the lore. It's ironic that, like, the society I have the least amount of knowledge for what I want to do with is also, like, the most developed. Because then I found this city a couple months ago, not on stream, but also recently. So now, I'm going to wait for my render distance to, like, actually, no, I forgot. Whenever I reset it, I forgot I have to quit and re-enter, but hold on. But I found another city that has that same kind of vibe going, like, way off in another distance. I called it, like, Fort Pluto, because back when I first started the world, like, 2,000 blocks seemed, like, pretty far away for me. Now, like, the furthest builds are, like, 200,000 blocks away, and I kind of want to make them even farther so that the cultures can feel, like, different and distinct. But, like, hold on, I gotta, like, go far away now just to show you what I'm talking about. Because the first thing you have when you go south is this big castle over here, along with a bunch of other villages. And this one I've always known about because this has always been, like, as far as I go. Love the pillar. Oh, the obelisk? Yeah. There's also a new desert monument that I built recently. I'll show you that in a bit. But yeah, you get over here, and you get to this castle, which is kind of the edge. In my mind, this castle is pretty much the edge of the big city's influence. Like, I'm sure it stresses out a little farther. But then I remember there actually is a point that goes even further. I just have to go this way for it. And it's gonna take a while. But hopefully not too long. It's a random village. There's just some burning trees and a lava pit. Let's see here. I know that it's on the edge of snow. Maybe I should have brought a map. I'll find it. I'll find it. Okay, never mind. I'll wait until the world loads and then it'll be easier to find. Until then, I'll keep working on the city. Oh, actually, you know, it's something I can easily find, though, is that desert monument I was just telling you about. Because that's not too far off at all. It will take a little bit. Watching scary FNAF fan games, my heart is gonna explode. You should watch, like, not scary FNAF video games. Thought about that. Thought about that. it's just over this little ridge. There it is. I built this big monument out here to commemorate the many parts of the desert I've destroyed, but also to commemorate one of the original cultures I had built in the world. I destroyed to make more room for ocean around the big city, which still exists as a people group, but they're honestly kind of like the Palestinians of my world, because the crater that used to be their village. Okay, so I'll even show you. I'll show you an example. When I fill in oceans, or when I try and make land ocean, I just destroy like a major part of the world and then fill it in with water. Crazy, I know, but like I'll show you what I mean. Because you go over here, and you see here's one I'm working on right now. I just like use a bunch of TNT, carve a big hole in the ground, and then here's one I fill in, where then I just fucking fill it in with all the water. And if you go this way, you'll see another one right here. And this right here, there used to be a culture as old as the Kalakama and Ma Bantu, but they were not so lucky. They got destroyed because I was like, what, the desert civilization, like the giant desert civilization I want to build right next to my main city? No, they have to be moved. So I destroyed them utterly. And I kind of regretted it the more I cared about the world's history, but oh well. And when I destroyed it, there was a leftover villager that survived, because this crater used to be all stone. So while I was bored, I just built them like a little city because there was a surviving villager. And then I finally decided to fill it all up with water like I meant to. And the building is still here, along with the remnants of a tower. It's very much an Atlantis situation. This here used to be a massive tower that stuck out of the water. But that link was severed. The wall that was protecting them from the water was removed, and they're all still in there. And since they're all originated from that one villager that used to live here, they are one of the oldest ethnicities in the world, especially since they haven't like been genocided by zombies the way Kalakama repeatedly has. There have been a lot of like, man, just a lot of dead people in those. Oh, here's also an update. Okay, so Goblin, if you're still here, do you recall the election in which Andrew Cuomo became the president? He now has his own. I don't know why this is so fucky. But yeah, he won the election, and to celebrate, Andrew Cuomo is in the Minecraft world. Yeah, he was named as the pig candidate. There was a cat candidate who was named Cherie Honey, and then there was a creeper and I think a cow. I don't remember their names. But Andrew Cuomo the pig won. Yeah, and he's been celebrating his victory by building himself a new city. So he's got like a big statue of himself over here. He's got a traditional church. He's got a big arch for himself where there's going to be a feast hall. There's going to be like a big torch. He's got a big obelisk with his face on it. And it's kind of meant as like a dunk. Your Minecraft world needs an Andrew Tate. Yeah, sure. I'll figure something out for you, Charlie. Yeah, and he's basically using this like arch as a big middle finger to this culture, and the monument they received for themselves in the desert as a big haha, fuck you, I'm great, you suck. You're underwater, I'm above water. Though I don't even know if they know they're down there as like the lore thing. But yeah, I think the first because if you recall in my server I put the what you call it. I put like the little the poll thing. My God, I'm forgetting my words. I put the poll there so that everyone could decide what the next thing Andrew Cuomo, the new emperor, does. Whether or not he builds new sugarcane farms over here so that he can spread the like state religion and spread it. Oh my gosh, my stutter is crazy today. So he can spread his power throughout the realm. Whether or not he should conquest more villages like the old days, so that he can have more power in his empire, or whether or not he should build like more churches around the entire like world to spread his religion around. Just the call it common religion, or just the common, or Cayman. I don't know. It's Caman. I don't know how I pronounce it yet, but they have a religion, and those churches are where they celebrate it. So yeah, that'll be the first choice. Whether sugarcane farms get built, which will have a risk, and I swear I sound like such a crazy like first time DM, but building the sugarcane farm creates like a kind of added risk of pissing off the witch who made these mountains as a punishment for them, because they keep on fucking up her swamps, and she's kind of pissed at that, among many other crimes this place has committed against her in swamps. So if you build the sugarcane farms, well, hey, you're going to have a lot more power to spread the empire, but you'll also kind of piss off the witch, and she might get more upset. And every decision will kind of be like that, where it's like, oh, you can do that, and it will do this for the empire, but then it'll also have this side effect. Also, Andrew Cuomo is cheap as hell because he built all of this really nice shit in this really nice city, but he built it on dirt cheap land because it was designed for strip mining. So the entire underground is just laid with, like, I don't know, let me see if I can find some. Yeah, it's just laid with TNT everywhere. So you gotta be careful in this city. One wrong match and everything could go wrong in this city. Also, if you recall, the last time we streamed Minecraft, I don't know if you were there or not, Goblin, but the last time we streamed it, that was when the witch got pissed and utterly destroyed the town of Witch's Mercy. Well, Witch's Mercy was fine. The suburb of Witch's Mercy, which I don't even think I named, it just also got named Witch's Mercy, that got destroyed. And during that, stray meteorite, don't know where it came from, but a stray meteorite hit this little town of Onfamen. Where are they? Where are they? There it is. There were 2 surviving villagers, and I helped them breed because it mattered that, like, it was still the same people. And what I do to people in a city is I name everyone in the city with the name so that I remember that the city is named on Fanen. And also it lets me know their, like, ethnicity. If I choose, like, a villager as a main character, then I'll give them an actual name. But other than that, I just give everyone the name of the city. So this is on Fanen. It's a city that's a part of their culture, but they're kind of separated from them right now. Like, I feel like I've been ranting so long about the lore of this world, but oh my god. Yeah. They're one of these guys' cities. They used to be one of those guys' cities, but they're underwater now, so they can't really do anything. That might change, though. Until then, they're kind of stuck with the shit end of the stick, because they're a lot closer to them than them. And they've also built up a big wall to kind of avoid conflict with them because the Call of Commons are crazy and shit. So they're kind of getting left on their own. So Andrew Cuomo, in all of his kindness and ambivalence, or benevolence, that's the wrong word, benevolence, he has built them a city of new on Fanen. So I'll take like 2 immigrants from there and bring them to this city once it's finished. But it's not finished yet. And once it's finished, there will be a big celebration. All for him. Good for him. This may be the most legendary Minecraft world of all time. I want to make it into a server one day. I think, like, starting out, I might make it into adventure mode, and then when I think I'm finally ready to retire from it, I'll just make it kind of an easy anarchy server, Where it's basically anarchy. You can do whatever you want and grief whoever you want, but I'll have things like keep inventory on just for ease of use. Bunch of things like that. I'm also trying to make sure I build up the other cultures too, so that the common culture doesn't like swallow up everyone else. But I don't know how I'm exactly going to do that without making the other cities hundreds of thousands of blocks away, which might be the next step. But the first thing I want to do before that is finally see this city reach its full potential. And I think the full potential of this city where I want to see it is them consuming this island, them consuming this little peninsula, and this island over here. Once that happens, I think I'll be pretty satisfied with this city and start to work on other cultures. So there's a lot of different work to do on the city. And for now, we're finishing the neighborhood of Pale Oak, named because of the wood I'm using for it. Oh, I also forgot, if we're playing in whenever I'm streaming, I put it back into hard mode so interesting things can happen. What happened? What do you mean with what? Oh shoot, I just remembered. I never showed Fort Pluto. Okay, let me fucking fly over here again now. Now we can take the long trip to the city I forgot, but now remembered again. Now I gotta fly. There's also this little city down here, which I kind of want to make a Vegas, but I might make it have a different fate. Maybe it's like a religious city, but I've definitely shown this city before. We'll do a little flyby of it just to say hi to it real quick. Still haven't given it a name. A lot of the cities don't have names. But yeah. Hello to you. Oh, so I love these little palm trees. Like, look at how amazing this little pool and palm tree looks. Are you kidding me? Why are you two stuck in a hole? I didn't mean to punch you. Sorry. Whoops. Okay, now get out of the hole. Has some iron, too. Why are all of you damaged? What's the last thing you guys did? What the fuck have a lot of you been doing? Sorry, I get so distracted. Oh my gosh, I overpopulate so hard. There's so many farmers. This is such a high population. That's so funny. Oh, you know another thing I want to do? I want to start taking the populations of my cities. Like, I think I kind of want to do yearly censuses to see, like, which cities are the most populated. Like, obviously, the commons are going to be the most populated. But I kind of want to get a little, like, neighborhood by neighborhood. Like, for the city over there, I can judge it by seeing how many beds are in a neighborhood, and I'll just, like, roughly use that to see. Or I could even do it at night to see who is sleeping in the beds. So that way I can tell neighborhood by neighborhood for the commons. But then every other city is simple enough. Just count everyone in there. And I think that would be very interesting to see, like, actual population data to see where the population is in the world. But yeah. Right there, you see that little building in the distance? That's Fort Pluto. That's the city I completely forgot about. I'm also curious, is that a shipwreck? Yeah, that's definitely a shipwreck down there. Weird looking shipwreck. Yeah, it's because of the LODs. The reason Distant Horizons work is that it takes away the detail from far away distant objects. Is that another village in the distance there? I'm pretty sure it is. But I wonder if it's something I built. There's so many times where I don't know if it's something I've built or not, because I'll, like, There are times where I'll go in survival mode and randomly build a city. This one was built in creative mode, and I really liked it because it had a really interesting roof window. Yes, so here it is. Here's Fort Pluto. Um, Look at how interesting and distinctive this like town like obviously it's only one building I've made, but when I saw this in the distance and I found it again, I was like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, there's another thing I randomly. I'll show that in a second too. I guess this is another little fucking um tour of my world. But first we'll look at a couple of these things. Like here we got this well with this bucket. Okay. So I made this in the time of the archaeology update whenever that came in. And I've got this little stone wheel. Okay, I definitely stole that. I remember seeing this before, but that's still cool. I don't know if I stole. I mean, I've stolen all my building techniques, but look at this cool window design you get when you have a just like gray glass staircase, but then you use the rails to make it very straight. Looks very nice, very cool. Large population of snow villagers. The big common city, it used to have every villager ethnicity, but so many genocides happened in the city that like now the villagers just spawn based on their land. And this is Pluto Fort. I thought I named it Fort Pluto, but I guess I named it Pluto Fort. And I named it Pluto Fort because in my mind this was the farthest fort of the commons, I guess. So I guess I intended this to be the same culture. Or it may have been of that other faraway culture I have, but you have seen that one to death. I also made this so randomly detailed. I forgot how, like. Wait, this is the same fountain that I had in the other place, too. I don't know what culture this is really meant to be, but it's like weirdly a mix of a lot of the different cultures. Because this is like that one base I have with the castle at the Build Request world. And look at how populated I fucking made this thing. Giant farm. Like, this entire design is so foreign to the way I've built a lot of my other stuff. I love the stone support border around the terrain height changes. Oh, I know. That was my favorite of a lot of my builds, too. Just looks very fucking beautiful. Oops. That was not what I meant to do. Okay, well, tour over. I guess we're back to building now. Whoopsie daisy. Back to Pale Oak. I think one of these buildings should definitely be a restaurant. Um, it's probably best if it's this restaurant, honestly. I'll make this one a restaurant later, I guess. For now, we'll make this building. We'll make this one stone-walled. Drink some water as well. Talking myself dry. The entrance will be right here. Excuse me. I can't help but burp sometimes. Feels good, though. I feel ashamed. I really am so excited for a villager update. There is so much so much more I've wanted from villagers for so long. Let's use pillow for the second floor. What do I want to do this design? What does stripped birchwood look like? Where is it? Actually, what if I didn't use stripped birchwood? What if I used full birchwood? Let's also make it daytime. Yeah, why not? I'm never using birchwood. Might as well see what this looks like. Kind of like a cookies and cream. That is kind of what it looks like. Like a cookies and cream. Kind of neat. Okay. Fascinating. I might change my mind if I think that looks good later, but for now, I like that. Ooh, you want to know something funny, though? I don't know if you're still here, Goblin. Let me know if you are. Because your statue ends up being the most lively place in the city. Because there's several locations. If you didn't know, the bell is what villagers go to at a certain time of day. So under this fountain, I've got a lot of bells. So at a certain time of day, all the villagers go to the bells to fraternize, hang out, talk, do everything a villager would. And St. Goblin's Park is the most popular because it's just got so many different buildings surrounding the park. It's the most like lively area in the village at this time of day. I wish there were more like things in the villagers coded like that because there's only 3 places they'll be. I'm ordered to have any sort of representation in this world, to be honest. You paid $69. I think you've earned it. It's also known as Sniffer's Park because there's a sniffer around here, but lately he is not. Okay. Well, this ended up being a bit of a corral. There you go, fellas. Be free. But yeah. He's been walking to other areas. Oh, he found some shit. Pitcher pod. Oh, I didn't pick it up because my inventory was full. Cutie. But yeah. You've also got like a little ball sack bell so people will hang out under your statue. No one really wants to, though. They all like the trees. But yeah, St. Goblin's Park is the most lively part of the city. I'm trying to decide. I don't think I'll have any room for any bells around here. I was thinking I'll make this a church. So maybe I'll have room in here. I'm also thinking let's do big stained glass mosaics. I never do anything with stained glass. Let's make kind of simple. Also, warning, I'm only like 25% here because I'm working and have this on the background. No, you're just fine. I'm like been like listening to my own videos in the background too, so I literally don't even care. I just wanted to see if you were still here so that you would know personally that your park, the donations you made to the city's park have done wonders for the people here. The Goblin Investment Fund, true, true. Goblin Pack. I'm thinking what I want to do for this stained glass is like maybe this is like a building dedicated to the city, so I'll like have the top glasses here be blue with the clouds with some grays striking up to see it, like to represent how we pierce the heaven. And in the bottom it'll be like a much more dense mosaic of city. I think that might be something. That might be something interesting. And we could have like a different kind of monument on each one. Like we could have the ballroom dome on that, the main tower there, the grand bathhouse there, and maybe like the finance building. Which is funny because I still need to build the roof of the finance building, but since I know what it'll look like, I'll be able to build it on this one first. That's kind of funny. Well, let's get started then. Let's see here. For the finance building, I think we go... Not as much room as I thought I'd have. We'll say maybe just screw it to all the walls then. We'll just make the mosaic as big as can be. Since all of them have a cobblestone base, I can probably make do with making the bottom half of all these gray. And I guess that would make sense for the way we're designing it. So we'll have that light gray representing the cobblestone base that all these sit on. Maybe have the gray go a bit higher in some places. Show how it's got the city surrounding it as well. So I do not do a lot of stained glass projects, but I've kind of always wanted to. Really should have gotten to this sooner. And then we'll have the main tower here represented. Oh, it's phantoms. I forgot those show up when you don't sleep. I might also play some survival later tonight, because there are some like survival parts of this world I've wanted to revisit, such as Potato Island or Shepherd. This one pierced to the very top. we could have on top of a lot of these too, we could put some green to show the age of the other roofs. I think that would be a good idea. We'll have this one go all the way to the top because this represents the highest tower. Might as well be APEC. Honestly, no. St. Goblin's been a relatively safe part of the city. Which I also don't know if I'm going to have it named St. Goblin or it's going to be St. Goblin's Park. Because I've also been thinking I should have the name be the original name of the village that was sitting there. But it's been so long, I have no idea what I originally named that village that was destroyed so long ago. I don't even know if I named it at all. They were just terrorized, honestly. Someone take that statue down. Damn. Yeah, get her, Goblin. Don't take nothing. Okay, there we go. So you can kind of see, like, the clouds piercing the heaven. Okay, okay. Especially in its past, it used to go to height limit, but after the cataclysm of the witch, they've kind of been nervous to build that high again. They're worried about being stricken down. Let's see, where is kind of a cyan green? There isn't really a cyan green, so we'll just use orange to represent the roofs. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of a simple mosaic. Not terrible, though. Around the black tower, the things aren't very high. But I think I'll make the middle purple to show... Where's the purple? There it is. Magenta, actually, because... I think... Well, actually, I want it to be the tinted glass. So we will make it purple, because that's darker. The dome can be magenta. So this is the finance building, which is finished in this mosaic, but not finished in the actual city. Kind of funny, but... I need to get much better at doing mosaic paintings, though. I also need a much bigger canvas, I think, if I want to do it good. What the hell that means? I will handle Gonlin soon. Wait, what the hell does that mean? Good question. Okay. This is kind of a vibe. This is kind of a vibe. I fucks with these crab cakes. So what's the fourth one gonna be? The prison tower or the bathhouse? The prison tower isn't finished yet, and I don't know what it's gonna look like. We could make it the Witch's Mountain, although I don't think we'd want to glamorize something that was... At least I don't think the city would want to glamorize something that was a tragedy for it. Ooh, we could have Cuomo money come in and force him to, like, have his tower on it. Yeah, sure, why not? We'll have Cuomo get his hands on it and try to memorialize himself even more. It's like how Donald Trump tries to put his name on, like, the fucking Kennedy airport. Mine now. I did that, actually. That was me. Not a lot of people know this, but that was me. I did that. Me, 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 me.
You know what we can do to make this higher? We can add the yellow spikes coming out the top of them. Okay. Yeah, see, there you are. Should make that one shorter, though. Perfect. Or maybe even... Yeah, I think that makes it more perfect. Okay, and then one more. Yeah, sure, we'll add Cuomo's big tower. And in fact, we'll even have more of Cuomo hubris by making himself higher than the National Tower. I want a lot of imagery of Cuomo putting himself as higher than God. It'll make it more dramatic if, like, when you guys vote on what Cuomo does, if he makes, like, a bad move that blows up in his face, it'll be all the more satisfying if the guy who has everything blow up in his face is, like, a big narcissist. So I always have alliteration to him putting himself, like, higher than God. Or comparing himself to God. Or just putting his, like, big fat mug on a bunch of monuments. Which is very kind of Trumpian, I would say. There we go. It's just as high as the National Tower. And then we'll also include his big mug. There we go. Now he's made himself a part of the canon. And then for this, I'm not totally sure. I guess it's just a big blue sky. I guess it's just a big blue sky. Yeah. It's fine like this. Oh, someone's cracking down doors. Where's this happening? Oh, damn. Oh, you're trying to break out. Forgot to get some lights in here. Get out of the corners. Crazy ass spiders. golem can get through here. Good.
There you go, a bit of a stained glass building too.
Okay, let's do some survival.
Let's give myself some daylight. Huh? Okay. We're gonna keep my potatoes safe because I know this guy's gonna destroy shit with his llamas. I could steal those leads though, to be honest. Maybe.
Oh. Oh, wait. I started this survival playthrough before they had copper armor. Oh, it's copper armor time. Something to burn. Hey, give me some coal. Now I remember I had trouble finding coal in this playthrough because of all the fucking ocean water. Okay, what to burn? I guess just some wood. I don't want to burn wood, but whatever. What kind of deal you giving? Nothing that helps me. Okay, give me your stuff. Give me all your stuff. Come here. Thank you. Got some leads. What's this? Treasure chest map. Okay, go get this. Put on a whole leather hat. Roll out. Oh my gosh, I had played this before I had Distant Horizons. Look at all the land surrounding me. I liked this island because there was no land wherever you looked. Shit, not anymore. Okay, let's see here. The way I need to go is negative on the X. Where could this be? Where could this be?
Oh, we're going further away.
Where is this thing?
So, shake him up. Oh. Actually, that was kind of right. How far away is this treasure chest?
Ooh, I'm close. I'm close to the treasure. Yarr! I'm a close to the treasure. Yarr! I'm almost there at the treasure. Yarg.
Okay. Let's see. Where'd that chunk thing go? There it is.
Treasure. Where's the treasure? Yarg. Where's the treasure? Where's the treasure? Yarg. Where's the booty? Give me the booty. Where's the booty? I want the booty. Where's the booty? Give me the booty. Arg, I want the booty.
There it is, the booty. I got the booty. Alright, let's go back to Potato Island. I went and I got me booty, my beautiful beauty for me. I went and I got me beauty, my beautiful booty to be. What is that down there? Oh, it's a city!
Okay, I want more armor before I go for that.
Okay. Let's do more building. Gotta build this up. Time to build without creative. How fun. I do not know why I grabbed only one stack of cobble. Like, that was going to be nearly enough to do any of this. Okay. Let's grab some more cobblestone. Cobblestone. Let's see here. Uh-oh. Forgot about these guys. Yeah, fuck you. I don't need sleep. Fuck you.
Okay, let's grab all my cobblestone. Let's grab some wood too. Time for some copper armor. My favorite. watch my breath.
There we go.
Oh! Ha. Give me that back.
God damn it.
There we go. This is the fun of survival building. Jesus, my phone scared me. Let's see what my phone was screaming at me about. Okay.
I think now is a pretty good time to end the stream. It was a nice little fun. Gonna get back to streaming regularly. But I think for now, I will call it a night. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Bye-bye!